It's a lot of people. Yeah. It's a lot of people that be in groups and they want to end up doing their own solo thing, but it's always seemed like in our culture, it's always that one person that's going to get mad about you trying to grow instead of realizing, man, if I grow, we grow.
One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
The legend, Cyhi, the Prince in the building, Cyhi.
This about to be probably one of our best episodes. I'm already knowing. This is probably the biggest one to date so far. We just had drama ball here, so that was pretty good.
Fresh was on.
Yeah.
And now we got Sadell, man. Cyhi, man. First of all, let me just start off by saying my introduction to the industry was with you.
Oh,
you know what I mean? The very first person I ever had the privilege of getting in the studio and helping put together the records with was Cyhi, the Prince,
Mine
back
too.
in like 07. Yeah, you know it because you told me that story, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I just wanted to say,
I ain't gonna tell him that though.
Listen.
What happened, bro?
Listen, I just want to say
I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus.
For giving me, you know, that initial start, man. It was the magic that we made together that got me the attention to Boo, that got me the job, that put me in the building. So I appreciate you, my brother.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I love family.
Just know on my end, I came about because KE was trying to send records to you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, he sent the record with me on it. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, dang, who is that? You know what I'm saying? They reached out and they found me. And then I came to Atlanta. So that's how I got up here.
Oh, man.
Because KE was trying to get you some placements and they ended up hearing me.
We was all in the studio. What happened was we was all in the studio and I was playing records that had got sent to me. And my partner TJ was in there and they played a record with Boom on it. And TJ, you know, his
They're
curious
on my
ass,
dick now.
Yeah, TJ like, yo, who was that?
I remember that.
Yeah. And so TJ went and reached out to him, and that's how he ended up in Atlanta. Off a Cyhi session.
I definitely remember that.
Thank you. I'm here now on the Real Industry Plug.
Yeah, absolutely. All it takes is an opening.
Right.
So Cyhi, man, I don't know you don't need no introduction, but Redan Road is in the building.
Hey, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Cyhi the Prince, the legend, you know, one of the number one writers in the game, one of the number one artists, probably top 5 lyricists of our generation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The biggest is in the building. So Cyhi, let's start from the beginning, man. Let's start from Redan Road. Like, tell us how you became Sadell, how you became Cyhi.
Well, I mean, I would think my early on introduction into music, I would say on the music level, because for some reason, this is why y'all show is so dope, because you have to, your music always has a street element to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just came in, I initially started rapping because I used to be seeing all like the New York dudes be like demolishing all my partners from school, you know what I mean? In cafeteria, be like, dang, bro, y'all can't hang with them.
Right.
But me, I used to be like, okay, you know, so I'm watching the battle and they just showing their ass at some point. So I just like, my partner had taught me how to rap a little bit, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna take it.
What school you went to?
Redan.
You went to Redan?
Yeah.
What middle school?
Miller Grove.
I went to Miller Grove.
Yeah.
I went to Miller Grove. No cap. I went, what's his name who played for the Reds?
Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips. I went there when he went.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I'm older you or younger, but I'm probably older.
Yeah, Brandon was, I think Brandon was like 3 years ahead of me, 2 or 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm older. Yeah, I went there when Brandon was there.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how it was. I was just, you know, watching the, you know, dudes in the cafeteria ciphers and shit, and then I just was like, you know, I'm gonna get in this motherfucker. And my first cipher, I had never lost, so that's kind of how I started bringing, you know, my name.
Oh, you never lost a cipher?
No.
Nah.
So that's how it's like.
Gotta play you some of my battles on YouTube. See what you think about them.
Right. So after that, it's just, I met with my buddy Pito the Plug. I don't know if y'all know him, but shout out Pito the Plug. He always, like, industry plug. He was always the one with a computer, DJ equipment. He had all the mic, everything. So I just started hanging out with them, and I started working on my craft there, and that's kind of where I started developing.
What grade was you in?
At this time, I might have been 9th, 10th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point did, like, an executive take notice to you?
Probably when I was about 17.
How did they come about?
Well, first, it was through word of mouth. I think it came from two different ways. Like, we used to have some people who knew Diddy pretty well back then.
Okay.
So we used to be, like, moving around Diddy and stuff, and then we knew, like, Jagged Edge. Like, we started knowing the people on the east side. Like, so I met this guy named G Music. So I was just meeting a lot of people on the east side that was kind of, like, doing music at that time. And that was, like, my initial, like, taste of it. But my first, like, music exec, in my opinion, was probably, like, when I was about 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? That would be L.A. Reid or
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well,
That's crazy.
I got to get everybody's prop. It would be Noonie Lee first.
Okay. Is that the dude from Noontime?
Yeah.
Yeah, Noontime legendary in Atlanta.
Yeah. So it'd be Noontime to be the first, like, real major executive I felt like I met. You know what I mean?
And that happened because, like you said, word of mouth. Like, what was people talking about? They was talking about the ciphers?
I mean, we was just talking about, like, it's this dude on the east side that's just the best rapper we ever heard in our life.
Oh, for real? It was like that?
It was that level.
I can imagine.
So let me ask you this. So how did he end up in the studio with you? Well, how did he end up? So you was working with Noontime?
Nah. So that,
No, they ain't talking about me. I'm later down the line.
Okay.
I'm later down the line.
Yeah, so I was in a group named Hoodlum back in the day, and we used to be signed to Noonie. It was Show Enough, actually, with Jazzy Faye.
I know Jazzy Faye, Noontime.
Wait, how did they talk you into being in the group?
He said,
no, because I know labels usually try to do that.
Yeah,
not so much now, but back then.
Yeah, I get it.
But that was my issue. They was trying to talk me out of being in the group.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
So you came with the group.
Yeah, I came with the group.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was like a street crew, and it was just like,
Didn't want to leave the homies.
It didn't want to leave. They don't want you to leave, and then it'd be a whole
the peer pressure of your group, like, dang, bro, you finna leave us?
Yeah, bro.
Man, how you gonna leave us? Then they start tripping on you like you did something to them when you really just tried to help them.
That's the worst.
We all got that story.
Boy, that story right there plagues our community to this day.
Damn.
That's crazy. So you was trying to, really, you were just trying to be there out of loyalty.
Yeah.
And you was like, you knew you could do it on your own. Yeah. But you was like, man, I'm going to just stay loyal because I don't want the streets that rock with me to feel like I done switched up on them and trying to take off on them like I just used the platform and I'm finna leave y'all behind. Yeah,
that it ain't even that you feel guilty that you don't want to do it. It's like if you do it, you're going to have issues.
So how do you overcome that?
Or how did you overcome that?
It's a lot of underlying things, but you gotta,
That's sad because it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that be in groups and they want to end up doing their own solo thing, but it's always seemed like in our culture, it's always that one person that's going to get mad about you trying to grow instead of realizing, man, if I grow, we grow. You know what I'm saying?
Because when you in the same predicament together, you feel like everybody got each other back. Everybody, taking penitentiary chances together. So when the opportunity come, it feel like everybody should have a chance at the opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the only thing. It's like, because hip hop starts from the streets. It don't.
Right.
Like, I remember I was telling a story where they said I couldn't even rap until I put in work.
Dang, that's crazy.
Like because we kind of like from the suburb, but it's still an all black community. So it's like, it's still hood shit going on, but it's like, motherfuckers like, bro, you trying to rap? Bro, what you gonna rap about?
Well,
Right.
let me ask you a question, because you said from the suburbs, but is it the scenario where, like, because I remember in Atlanta they pushed all of the community out to the suburbs, and so
like that.
so I don't want people to misconstrue, like, it's not the suburbs because your parents were well off.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, what happened was they took everybody out of the inner city and pushed them to the suburbs so that
Right.
they can gentrify the inner city.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
when
So I
it
just wanted to
started.
clarify that, because some people might be like, damn, I ain't no size from the suburbs. It's not like that.
Nah, but
Man.
see, it's different. It is kind of like that though.
Yeah.
But our suburb, when you from a predominantly black city,
Right.
your suburb is the hood. The only thing
right.
is your mom and dad is still together. That was the only
Right.
difference
Wow.
between my cousins in the
Wow.
projects and me being in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Two
Right.
incomes.
Yeah.
And they both working 2-3 jobs to
Maintain.
Yeah.
maintain
maintain.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it was like, I ain't getting no Jordans. You ain't
Yeah.
getting no-
Nah, trust me, I know. I
you
stayed
no
out there.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
stayed
saying?
out there. I understand.
We had enough to pay the rent type vibe.